Good afternoon and welcome to Parsippany High School, home of the Red Hawks, where today the Pope John Lady Lions field hockey team will take on Parsippany High School. Hi everyone, Mike Formasano here on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. The Pope John Lady Lions coming into this game against Parsippany, one of the last regular season matches. They've got one more game on Thursday at home against Wallkill Valley, a road contest on Saturday against Morristown, and then the New Jersey State Tournament. And we have information on who they are going to play in the first round of the New Jersey State Tournament. But more on that later. Right now, the Pope John Lady Lions 4-12 on the season, and they're going up against Parsippany, who is 1-15. So Pope John looking to get their fifth win of the season today. They came off a win against North Warren last Friday. They had a couple of losses since then, but Pope John looking to get back in the win column this afternoon. Let's give you the rosters. We start with Pope John. Number 1 is Julia Zawicki. Number 2, Taylor Struble. Number 3, Laura Sellis. Number 4, McGee Costello. Number 5, Ava Cunningham. 6, Callie Hartnett. Number 7, Reese Van Benskoden. Number 8, Anna Spanstra. Number 9, Vincenza Barucci. 10 is Caitlin Honig. Number 11, Kendall Weiss. Number 12, Gabriella Celentano. 14 is Bryden Stellato. 15, Molly Austin. Number 16, Allison Bizzarro. Number 17, Olivia Zawicki. 19, Gianna Reale. Number 20 is Gianna Gregorio. Number 22, Brooke Fox. 23, Carlin Sainsbury. Number 24, Brooklyn Nunez. 25, Samantha Amelung. And the goalkeepers, number 33, Delaney Hartman. And in goal for the Lady Lions today, number 99, Evelyn Gerald. The president of the Catholic Academy of Sussex County is Mr. Daniel O'Keefe. The principal of Pope John High School is Gene Emmerich. The VP chaplain is Father John Calabro. The athletic director is Brian McAleer. The athletic trainers, Gerard Graziano and Jordan Martin. And the site manager is Ben Perez. And the head coach of the Pope John Lady Lions field hockey team is Kelsey Stefkovich. I'm Mike Formasano. We're here live at Parsippany High School, home of the Red Hawks, as they host the Pope John Lady Lions. And let's give you the roster. I don't have numbers. I was trying to find a list of numbers for the players. They are wearing their pink jerseys today with white numbers. So light colors on light is going to be real tough to read anyway, but I'll do my best. I can tell you the goaltender is Angelica Blair, and she's number 75. She'll be in net for Parsippany today. The rest of the roster is Lexi Zajac, Leah Collins, Nicole Coughlin, Olivia Frere, Alexis Santulli, Olivia Santulli, Mackenzie Sibilla, and Ariana Zajac. So I have that for Parsippany, but we'll probably just go with numbers, say, make it real easy. For Pope John, you know the names and numbers, and you know what's coming up next. Opening face-off between the Pope John Lady Lions and the Parsippany Red Hawks, and that's next, right here on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Come on back in just a minute. Pope John and Parsippany on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Welcome back to Parsippany High School in Parsippany, New Jersey. About 15 minutes away from Pope John High School, where the Lady Lions have traveled today to take on the Red Hawks. Mike Formasano along with you. Shout out to the screen, Leslie L., who just popped on saying, what's up? Well, what's up? Anybody else want to go ahead and comment? Come on board, and we'll do that as well here on the live stream if I see it. In the meantime, we're getting ready for the match between the Lady Lions and the Parsippany Red Hawks. Pope John 4-12 on the season, and Parsippany 1-15. So Lady Lions looking for their fifth win. Here's the information I have about the New Jersey State Tournament. I just briefly looked at it real quick. Tuesday, November 4th, the Pope John Lady Lions will have their first round match on the road against Montclair Kimberly. It's Pope John and Montclair Kimberly in the first round. I don't know the seedings. I don't know the rankings. I haven't looked at the tree yet, but I did just see that pop on my screen right before I came on. So Pope John going on the road for the first round in the New Jersey State Tournament to take on the Cougars from Montclair Kimberly. So we were there last year in June for the baseball finals, the sectional finals for the Pope John baseball team against Montclair Kimberly. Beautiful campus, and should be an interesting match. So Pope John knows where they're going for the first round of the New Jersey State Field Hockey Tournament. We'll find out more information later. We'll let you know, but that's what we know right now. All the seedings should be coming out soon. Volleyball, boys and girls soccer, and then football as well, although football won't come out till November 2nd. The public rankings already did. But the non-public rankings, and Pope John's part of the non-public groupings, that will be announced on November 2nd. They've got one more game to go, homecoming this Saturday against St. Thomas Aquinas. But the ladies field hockey team, who won a round in the Hunterdon and Warren Sussex County tournaments, defeating, actually they won against Warren Hills, and no, that was girls soccer, my apology. And then we had the first round matchup against number 12, Hunterdon Central. We were there for that overtime victory, that Caitlin Honig scoring the game-winning goal for Pope John. And so that was a great victory for them. And we'll see if they can go ahead and pull off a few wins in the New Jersey State Tournament, maybe a run. Well, we're just waiting for the teams to take the field. 15-minute quarters here at Parsippany High School for girls field hockey. Tomorrow on the channel, we will have boys soccer. The Pope John Lions boys soccer team will take on Montville. We were in Montville in mid-September, and the Mustangs defeated the Lions by a score of 2-0. So Pope John looking for some payback in tomorrow's game. On Thursday, freshman football, as the freshman football team takes on Brunswick, the Bruins out of Connecticut. We traveled up there for JV football earlier in September. Now Brunswick makes the return trip to Pope John. So that will be on Thursday at 4 p.m. Friday, Halloween soccer, as the boys soccer team will take on Morris Hills. Pope John and Morris Hills on Friday at Pope John High School, 4 p.m. And then the varsity football team on Saturday, homecoming against St. Thomas Aquinas out of Edison, New Jersey. So that's your schedule for the upcoming week. It's loaded, but we wouldn't have it any other way. Lady Lions taking the field. Pope John in their white uniforms, white jerseys with blue numbers. Pope John across the chest, and the lion on the skirt, the white skirts with the blue trim. They're going left to right. Parsippany in their pink jerseys for breast cancer awareness, and black skirts, and they're going right to left. Caitlin Honig will go ahead and start things off on the referee's whistle. The Lady Lions looking for their 5th win of the season. Here we go. Honig passes back to number 6, Callie Hartnett. Hartnett over to Brooke Fox. Fox on the far side. Pass to Hartnett. Stop there. Whistle on the play. Pope John will start up with it. Here's Hartnett. Stopped down by number 11, Parsippany. Taken away by Celentano. Gabby Celentano. Stolen by number 16 from Parsippany. Goes right back to Pope John on the far side. Caitlin Honig moving in. Honig turns around. Pass to Brooke Fox. And I believe we're going to set up for the first corner of the game. Pope John will have a corner. Just underway here. No score between the Pope John Lady Lions and the Parsippany Red Hawks. Mike Formasano along with you on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. There's a pass out. Back to the top of the circle. Fox tried to play it in. Whistle down. That'll be a free hit for Pope John, but they're going to reset back at the 25-yard line, I believe, or right on top of the crease, a 16-yard. Now, Fox will pass it back to Hartnett. Well, that's Spanstra. Adam Spanstra. Taken away by Parsippany. Red Hawks moving up the far side. Glare from the sun in the western sky. We're facing northwest right now as we head down the field. It was brutal yesterday during the JV football game at Jersey City against St. Peter's Prep. But once it went down, it got dark extremely quickly. Pass over from 9 to 8 for Parsippany Hills. Taken away by Hartnett. And Parsippany will have a possession right outside of the crease. No, it's going to be a corner. So it'll be a corner for Parsippany. All set up for the corner, just waiting on the referee's whistle. Here it is. Pass back. Settled down by number 2. Pass to the wing. And the shot. Score! Number 1 for Parsippany. Got some air on that and lifted it about a foot or two off the ground and past goalkeeper Evelyn Gerald. And the Parsippany Red Hawks take a 1-0 lead. Time to go. 11:52 remaining in the first quarter. 1-0. Parsippany Hills. I'm not Parsippany Hills. Parsippany Red Hawks. There's a lot of different schools of Parsippany around here. And Parsippany leads 1-0 and a goal by number 1, assisted by number 2. So here's Honig for Pope John. Pass from Hartnett. Over to the wing. Kendall Weiss gets it to Hartnett. Now set back. Here's Ava Cunningham. And he'll go Parsippany's way. Red Hawks have it on the far side. About 20 yards out. Whistle on the play. Number 4 will start up with it. Intercepted by Gabby Celentano. Celentano will come up the far side. Going to midfield. Pass up to Brooke Fox. Now Honig. Caitlin Honig. Honig with possession. Pass over, intercepted by Parsippany. Now in the far wing, the Red Hawks have it. Swing and a miss. Tries it again. Intercepted by Hartnett. Callie Hartnett with a lunge over to Brooke Fox. Now to pass up. Here's Hartnett. Taken away by Parsippany, and the player falls down, tripped up, and Parsippany with possession. Number 9 will start out with it. Both Weiss and Honig in on defense. Now, Anna Spencer picking up. And Pope John with possession. So the Lions will start out with it. Brooke Fox racing to the middle of the field, trying to weave her way through the Parsippany defense. And it's going to go over to Parsippany. Number 1 on the near wing. Being defended by Bryden Stellato, Molly Austin. Number 11 with possession for Parsippany. Blocked down by Stellato. And Ben Scoten in there. Shot toward the goal, blocked down by the defense. And Parsippany will set up for a corner. 8:50 and counting to go in quarter number 1. 1-0 your score. Parsippany leading on a goal by number 1, assisted by number 2. And Pope John setting up on defense. There you go. Pass over. Right to number 1 from the wing. Blocked down by Celentano. Good defense. And she shoots it over to the far sideline. It'll roll out of bounds. So Parsippany will set up with it. Whistle on a play. And the Red Hawks with possession. Pass in. Weiss defending. Kendall Weiss able to steal it away. Taken out by Parsippany. Back to Weiss. One more home game for the Pope John Lady Lions this season, Thursday against Wallkill Valley. And then on the road against Morristown Saturday. And then they know where they're going for the New Jersey State Tournament. First round action at Montclair Kimberly. So now Parsippany sets up. Turned around by Hartnett. Callie Hartnett looking for the far lane. Parsippany trying to drive to the net. Stolen away by Pope John. Hartnett shoots it down the field to Honig. Caitlin Honig racing up the far sideline. Stop there. Parsippany will take back over. Up the far wing, Pope John will start up with it. Julia Zawicki and Taylor Struble in there for Pope John. Zawicki passes it out to Hartnett. Taken away by Parsippany. And Pope John possession. Sent up by Cunningham. Ava Cunningham. Over to Zawicki. Julia turns around with it. Pass taken by Pope John. Celentano gets it over to Van Benskoten. Number 11, Parsippany. It's going to be Red Hawk ball. 5:20 to go, first quarter. 1-0 Parsippany leads on a corner that was put home by number 1 for the Red Hawks. And Parsippany will start out with it, right at midfield. Stolen away by Zawicki. We get a whistle, and they'll reset. Blocked by Taylor Struble. Struble getting in there and stealing it away. Now she'll push it downfield into the far corner. Off the ankles of Weiss, as Struble tried to send it forward. Now Parsippany right on the far sideline. So number 18 with it for the Parsippany Red Hawks. Sent back by Pope John. Now, number 4 with it on the far side. Sets up right on the far sideline. She'll look to center it. It's a beautiful day out here for field hockey. Temperatures in the mid-50s. clear, some clouds in the sky, but it really has cooled down. Julia Zawicki moving in. Zawicki on the run, trying to center it. Zawicki, the shot kicked out by the goalkeeper. Now sent toward the net in front. Stellato with the shot. Tipped by Fox, goes wide left. Pope John with the opportunity again. Shot in, just goes through the crease. Picked up by Stellato. In close. Here's Austin to get involved. And the ball goes out of bounds. It will be Pope John possession. So Pope John with a major push here. Probably the second big one of the game so far. It'll come back to Molly Austin. Now Stellato will take it. Pride and Stellato. Pass across. Gets it to Fox. Right in the ankles of number 4. Pope John still has it. Fox trying to break in. Lady Lions still with possession. Here's Fox trying to center. Fox trying for the lunge. No good. Falls down. And it'll be Parsippany ball. Number 6. Big swipe down the field on the near sideline now. Now, number 9 for Parsippany at midfield. Turns it back the other way. Less than 2 minutes to go. First quarter. Stolen by Pope John. Whistle and Red Hawk direction. Out to number 9. She'll set up for the shot. Elects to pass. 17. In the center, comes in towards Gerald, but it rolls over the back line, out of bounds, wide right. So Parsippany will set up at the 25. Number 6 shoots toward the net, blocked down by Pope John, Julia Zawicki. Zawicki on the far side now. Racing for position. Right on the wing. Whistle on the play. And Pope John sends it up, intercepted by Parsippany. Pope John takes it there. Fox trying to get it to Zawicki. Julia moves in. She's centering. Loses possession over to Parsippany toward the back line. And it's going to be a corner for Pope John. 8 seconds remaining. See if they can get it off. And there is the buzzer for the end of the first quarter. I think they'll let them play the corner first. Here we go. Pass out. Pope John sets up quickly. First shot. The rebound. Over to Van Benskoden. Saved by the Parsippany netminder. And it comes out, Parsippany's able to clear, and that is the end of the first quarter. Pope John right on the doorstep there. And a good save by the Parsippany netminder. And that is number 75, Angelica Blair. With her 1 quarter here at Parsippany High School, it is Parsippany 1, Pope John, no score. We'll be back after this on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Welcome back to Parsippany High School, home of the Red Hawks, where we're going to the second quarter now for the Pope John Lady Lions against the Parsippany Red Hawks. Parsippany leading 1-0. Mike Formisano here on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Thank you so much for joining us. Lady Lions with a corner right at the end of the first quarter and came oh so close to putting it into the back of the cage. However, a good save by the goalkeeper for Parsippany, Angelica Blair. And so Pope John kept out, and they still trail 1-0. The only goal coming about 3 minutes into the first quarter off the stick of number 1 for Parsippany, assisted by number 2. So teams will go in the same directions for now for the second quarter. Pope John left to right, Parsippany right to left. Celentano passes it back. Now set up and sent downfield by Honig to Celentano. Gabby trying to move past the defender. On the stick of Callie Hartnett. Taken away by Parsippany. The Red Hawks racing up the field. Hartnett steals it back, but number 4 is going to gain possession. Now lifted in the air, and it'll go back. Pope John possession. Too high. Just underway, second quarter here. 1-0 Parsippany leads over Pope John. The Lady Lions looking for win number 5 on the year. They've already secured their first round position in the New Jersey State Tournament. They will be taking on Montclair Kimberly on the road Tuesday, November 4th. Time is pending. I believe it's a 4 p.m. start, but it's not confirmed yet. So don't know the seedings. I don't know what Pope John's seed is. So all I saw was that Montclair Kimberly was on the schedule as their first round opponent. So we'll find out more information for you later. Should be all the other announcements will be coming soon. Boys soccer, girls volleyball. Football won't be announced till November 2nd. And again, this is an exciting part of the year. All 3 seasons have these state tournaments. Fantastic stuff. Here's Parsippany moving down the field. Number 17 racing in. Pass over to number 4. Centers it. Rolls it in front. Just wide as number 1 tried to tip it in for Parsippany, but it rolled just wide to the left post. Good break for Pope John there. They'll set up and go back the other way. So Parsippany coming real close to a second goal there. Now here's Stellato. Pass up. Intercepted by number 9. Goes toward the sideline. Stopped by number 1 of Parsippany. Pass over to 11. Nope, she takes it. Stellato with a lunge to the near sideline. Stop there. Was rolling over the sideline and out of bounds. So number 11 will play it in for Parsippany. Blocked down by Celentano. And here's Hartnett. Callie Hartnett. Sends it forward. Celentano with it now. Whistle, and it'll go back Parsippany direction. Red Hawks with it. Pope John steals it away, however. And so a penalty against Celentano called by the referee, so she'll be off for 2 minutes. No substitutions, so Parsippany, a man up for the next 2 minutes. So Bryden Stellato will play it in. 11:28 to go in the second quarter. Brooke Fox with it at midfield now. Toward the far sideline. Taken by Parsippany. Now stolen away by Fox. Here's Brooke Fox racing into the middle of the field. Fox still with it. Brooke Fox trying to get a lane. She's got Honig with her. And Ben Scoten in there along with Hartnett. Callie Hartnett trying to gain position. And it's going to go back over to Parsippany. Redhawks up to the midfield stripe. Number 2, trying to get past Spanstra. Adam Spanstra with a stick in there. Number 2 coming in, the shot. Saved by Gerald. Good save by the Pope John netminder. Now right in front of the goal. Parsippany looking for an angle. It's going to turn over to Pope John. So Spanstra with it. Over to Honig. Caitlin Honig racing upfield. Trying to weave her way through the Parsippany defense. Sends it down toward the last defender. Pass Van Benscoten on the sideline there. And it'll be Pope John ball. So Stellato crosses it over to Fox. Fox in midfield. And Parsippany will steal it away. Here come the Redhawks toward the Pope John net. Number 2 with it. It's going to be kicked out by Gerald, and I think we have a corner for Parsippany. So a corner opportunity for the Redhawks, leading 1-0. Pope John sets up on defense. Here's a pass back. Parsippany over to 1. Tries to line up the shot. Blocked down by Celentano. Good block by Gabby. And Pope John will take possession. Great defense by Pope John. Celentano's able to gain possession. Now Spanstra passes over to Stellato. Bryden upfield. Tries to get a pass to Parsippany defender. Whistle on the play, and Pope John will take over. Stellato has it on the 30. Passes it up to Honig. Caitlin Honig. Right toward the sideline. And Benscoten trying to maneuver her way around the Parsippany defense. Sends it up. It's blocked by number 1. Whistle on the play, and Parsippany will take over. Number 1, knocked down by Kendall Weiss. Battle for it between Fox and a Parsippany forward. Julia Zwicky in there to help out. And Fox will take it away. Brooke Fox up the far sideline, right in front of the official scorers table. Ball goes out of bounds. Off of Parsippany, and Pope John will set up. Pass in. Lady Lions heading toward the net. It's on the far wing. And possession will go over to Parsippany. 1-0 Redhawks lead over Pope John. Pope John gets possession back with 6.5 minutes to go in quarter number 2. So Fox will pass it over. Van Benscoten on the far wing. Trying to center it. It's going to come up to Parsippany. Cunningham in there as well. And I think the Red Hawks are taking over. Here we go. 6:02 to go, second quarter. Red Hawks moving down the far side. Now Pope John steals it away, sends it back up into Parsippany's end of the field. And the player from Parsippany got twirled around by Zawicki's stick. She got tangled up in it, so waiting for the ruling there. And it will be Pope John possession. So Pope John will start out. Here's Honig. Honig passes it up toward the back line, and it's going to go over. So Parsippany will take over. Red Hawks lead the Lady Lions 1-0. Second quarter, about 5.5 minutes remaining. Number 6, pass over to the wing. Pope John with one more home game against Wallkill Valley on Thursday, 4 p.m. at Pope John High School. On Saturday, they will be at Morristown to take on the Colonials. And then Tuesday, the first round of the New Jersey State Tournament. And that will be against Montclair Kimberly. I believe it's a 4 p.m. start, not confirmed yet. Don't know the seedings yet either. I'll have to look that up. Here's Honig. Honig turns around, pass to the middle. Van Benskoten in there, sends it toward the goal, kicked out by Blair. Goes to the far side, stopped by Weiss. And Parsippany with the ball. No, it's going to go back over to Pope John, I think. No, they're going to position it back at the 20-yard line. That's why. So Parsippany with possession. Up the field. Pope John stops it there on the far side. Now Cunningham with the pass over to Weiss. Kendall Weiss sends it forward. Stopped. Intercepted. Now Weiss will set up just beyond the 25-yard line. Blocked down by Parsippany. Taken away by Weiss. Good steal. Weiss with the pass up. Trying to hit the forward. It's going to come back, Molly Austin. Taken away by number 1. Now Celentano trying to steal it. And it's going to be Parsippany ball. 3 minutes remaining in the second quarter. 1-0 Parsippany on a goal off a corner. That came 3 minutes into the contest in the first quarter. Number 1 scoring for Parsippany. Red Hawks with it on the far side. And Pope John possession. Pope John will take over. So here's Weiss. Toward the back line. It's going to roll over. And Pope John will take over. Clock down to 2:18 remaining. Second quarter. Spanstra. Pass up to Weiss. Kendall Weiss. Weiss turned around. Defenders all over her, trying to clear it. Tried to pass it over to Samantha Amelung, who's in the game for the first time. Now the pass toward the middle. Intercepted. Here's Spanstra with it. And a Spanstra in the corner. Taken away by Parsippany. Rolls toward the back line. Spanstra keeps it in. And Pope John will take over. Now Parsippany with it with 59 seconds to go in the first half. Toward the goal, they center it. It's stopped by Stellato. Brighton Stellato racing toward the near side. Trying to pass it past the Parsippany forwards. And it will be Pope John ball. Stellato, pass up, taken away by the Redhawks. Right on the near side here.
Number 7, stick interference.
Interference called on Van Benskoten, so Parsippany with the ball. It's number 11 for the Redhawks. Over to number 1, 20 seconds to go. Taken away by Pope John. Stellato trying to work her way past number 11. Stick interference called on Pope John. Toward the middle, whistle, and it'll go over to Pope John with 6 seconds remaining. And there is the buzzer for the end of the second quarter. We have reached halftime at Parsippany High School. The Parsippany Redhawks lead the Pope John Lady Lions 1-0 on a goal 3 minutes in. Well, we'll take a break for halftime. We'll regroup, and we'll come back with second half action. From Parsippany High School in Parsippany, New Jersey, it is the Redhawks of Parsippany leading the Pope John Lady Lions 1-0. We'll be back after halftime on a new feed. Join us here on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube.